Morehouse in Atlanta, Georgia, one of the most prestigious colleges, especially as it relates to the development of Black male scholars. Well, the president of the institution is grilled by the students because he signed off on having President Joe Biden be the commencement speaker in the midst of the policy Biden supports, the policy of killing innocent individuals in Gaza. Here it is.
Right now, I'm being told that we need to use our platform as Morehouse men. Why are we using it to support someone who hasn't been supporting Palestine and Gaza and things like that? How are we being global cosmopolitan citizens? What precedent does that set for freshmen?
There's a possibility of a genocide happening. And we're seeing our government continually sending more and more weapons, 2,000-pound bombs that are being dropped on whole neighborhoods, schools being destroyed, hospitals being destroyed.
You condemn what's happening, man. Children is dying. Innocent people being blown up. And you can see the videos and you can't deny the videos. And we don't condemn that. You say, well, the world might not see it as, oh, we complicit. You know, we see it as complicit. We the students telling you, we see it as that's being complicit. Do y'all see that as complicit?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's complicit. That's complicit in genocide. Do you think it's a genocide or not? Let me just ask a question everybody wants to hear. Do you think it's a genocide or do you not think it's a genocide what's happening in Gaza? Simple yes or no. That's all I want. Yes or no. Is it a genocide or not? Of your personal professional opinion, as an educator, as a man of this country, what do you think? Are the people of Gaza being genocided or are they not?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Put them up full mass. I was just on the campus of Morehouse a few months ago lecturing to students. I may not be invited back after this reporting. I'm okay with that. I stand with the students of Morehouse. I stand with the students who care about people. Morehouse President David A. Thomas. He's a good brother, actually. I'm not sure why he's making this decision. According to Atlanta Capital B News, Morehouse College students packed the campus auditorium Tuesday evening to voice their anger to Morehouse College President David A. Thomas at the decision to invite President Joe Biden to deliver the historically Black institution's commencement address next month. Most of the estimated 50 students in attendance at Tuesday's meeting expressed outrage and frustration at Biden's support for Israel in its war against Hamas. The conflict has killed more than 34,000 Palestinian civilians since October. I want to remind you that 70% are women and children, okay? Always remember, they are not at war with Palestinians, at least not so allegedly. Students who spoke Tuesday expressed horror at the images of dead Palestinian women and children, and that they've seen on social media. Only one student in attendance defended Biden's scheduled appearance. So I'm worried that giving Biden a platform at Martin Luther King Jr.'s alma mater could damage the school's reputation. I want you to think about the numbers here, okay? Out of every student that was there, there's only one student that gave some level of support for Biden being on campus. This is not a day for Biden. Mr. President, put up the president again. To the president of Morehouse, brother, you know I love you, brother. And I love you enough to tell you the truth. The vast majority of your students, they have something that I think some people lost along the way. They still have heart. They are not making political considerations. They are not measuring their words. These are good young men, and they are our future leaders. Graduation, as you are well aware, Mr. President, is for the students. It memorializes an accomplishment of 4 or 5, hell, some of them been there 6 years to get this undergraduate degree. Biden, as you know, they contacted you. They contacted Morehouse because he needs some push in the Black community. In other words, the administration needs a pawn. They need someone that'll play the game. Where's the policy? Where's the check? Thomas made it clear during the emergency town hall meeting that he won't rescind his invitation to Biden despite backlash from students and faculty over the preceding 24 hours. At HBCUs, no classes have been canceled, and there's no indication that Thomas's job is in jeopardy at Morehouse still. The anger over Biden's visit reflects a political challenge to a president whose re-election, hopes might ride on Black voters. It rode on Black voters for him to get in. Many of whom disagree with his policies on the war. One young man questioned whether Thomas would benefit financially from Biden's visit. Quote, "I want to know if you've been paid to provide Biden a platform to address the student body." The student said, "I have not been paid. I have not been bought," Thomas answered. The question is an insult, but because you are a student here, I owe you the opportunity to do it, but I'm going to call it out, end quote. At least 2 students who spoke Tuesday worried that Biden could use Morehouse as a campaign backdrop to help him win over Black voters in a battleground state. One called the speech an easy photo op for the president, comparing it to an appearance by former President Donald Trump at a nearby Chick-fil-A 2 weeks prior. But Thomas defended the stance, suggesting that a presidential visit underscores the school's stature as an elite institution rather than undermining it. Quote, "We have a platform at Morehouse that the world pays attention to, and we call people to that platform who are important people in the world," he said. "The President of the United States is one of those people." Mr. President, I have a question for you, sir. Would you say the same thing if it was Trump that was president? Let's have intellectual integrity about it. Would you say the same thing if Trump were president? Once again, dear brother, you know I love you. Multiple AUC students, and I must disclose, I am a professor at the AUC. Multiple AUC students told Capital B Atlanta they intend to protest during Biden's planned visit, including Morehouse junior Daxton Pettis and Spelman freshman Hatim Mondali. Both Pettis and Spelman are activist members of the Student Intercommunal Coordinating Committee, SIC, who participated in Tuesday night. There was a candlelight vigil at Spelman in support of oppressed people in Sudan, Congo, Haiti, Gaza. Mondali said if the election were held today, she would simply choose a third-party candidate over Biden. You know, many people would probably choose the third party of just staying at home. You know, I'm encouraged by the leadership of these students. You're doing the right thing. You know you're doing the right thing. I'm happy that you are my future leader, that you are our future leaders, all right? Stick to your guns. You're on the right side of right. History will judge you very well for it. Sharon, thoughts here?
To both presidents, I'm appalled here. And to these great young leaders at Morehouse, these Morehouse men, keep going. Take over the Democratic Party. And then we won't have to worry so much about the usury where the president picks up the phone. And I think he's a great guy too, but he's wrong on this. The other thing, Doc, and I'll leave it at this, it's not going to be a great photo op for this president. No. I assure you, this will not be a great photo op. So he's stepped in it.
Yep. We'll bring you the update when that comes.